A Mochi moment from Mark, who writes, I just want to thank you for making GLP-1s affordable. What would have been over $1,000 a month is just $99 a month with Mochi. Money shouldn't be a barrier to healthy weight. 3 months in, and I have smaller jeans and a bigger wallet. You're the best. Thanks, Mark. I'm Myra Ahmed, founder of Mochi Health. To find your Mochi moment, visit joinmochi.com.
Mark is a Mochi member compensated for his story.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Kate Renata and Justice. Together live in concert. See them live across North America in 2025. Get tickets now at KateRenataXJusticeTour.com.
The UAE is one of America's fastest growing economic partners. $1.4 trillion committed over the next 10 years, including billions for AI. $34.4 billion in bilateral trade in 2024, and a $19.5 billion U.S. trade surplus. Together, the UAE and U.S. are advancing AI at scale and creating a global model for cross-border innovation. To learn more, visit uaepreferred.com.
Drive into fall with the 2025 Dodge Durango. With bold styling, 3 rows of muscle, and available Hemi V8 power, the Durango is built for families who refuse to blend in. From errands to epic getaways, hitting the highway, or loading up for a long weekend, Durango's performance and versatility let you take it all on. Inside, advanced technology and heart-pounding sound turn every drive into a performance. Hurry into your local Tri-State Dodge dealer during the Drive into Fall event and take command of the SUV that's built to stand out.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss? Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super size laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
Introducing Genius Bank, the award-winning bank that does things differently for our kind of genius. Spelled with a J, award-winning can mean many things, like most locations. But who still goes to the bank? For us, award-winning means Best Newcomer Bank of 2025 by Bankrate. Visit geniusbank.com. Genius with a J. Genius Bank registered trademark is a division of SMBC Manubank. Awards are independently granted by their respective publication and are not indicative of future success or results.
Kate Renata and Justice. Together live in concert. See them live across North America in 2025. Get tickets now at KateRenataXJusticeTour.com.
Y hoy en las audiciones de Superstar, los Juega Raspaditos.
First Tuesday, el primer martes del mes, hay muchos raspaditos para escoger.
Para First Tuesday.
Sí, la Lotería de Connecticut lanza nuevos raspaditos el primer martes de cada mes. Queremos que todos se enteren.
First Tuesday, es un sí para nosotros.
Nuevos raspaditos, nuevos premios, nuevas formas de ganar. First Tuesday, hora de jugar.
Probabilidades varían por juego. Debes tener 18 años o más. Para problemas de juego, llama al 888-789-7777.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of a cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a
Do the do.
Your friends pretend they know sports. WFAN actually does.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Upgrade your laundry routine with a durable and reliable Maytag laundry pair at Lowe's. Like the new Maytag washer and dryer with performance-enhanced stain-fighting power. Designed to cut through serious dirt and grime. And what's great is this laundry pair is in stock and ready for delivery when you need it the most. Don't miss out. Shop Maytag in-store or online today at Lowe's.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan. It's football Sunday.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
It is a Week 8 edition of Football Sunday. Malusis with you, the Fan in New York. Ryan Horvat joins us each and every week. BetMGM tonight. Get his thoughts on the Sunday slate. Good morning, Ryan. How are you?
Doing great, Mark. Thanks so much for having me, man. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Ryan. Happy Sunday, man. A lot to get into with you. Let's talk a little bit about the locals. First and foremost will be Fields at quarterback. They're on the road in Cincinnati, taking on Flacco and the Bengals. The Jets are getting 6.5 on the road. Only winless team in the NFL. Total in the game is sitting at 44.5. Anything side total prop-wise you like in this one, Ryan?
Well, last week, my two favorite bets were the Browns because they were going against the Dolphins, who are just an auto fade right now. They're a disaster. And I said the Jets were going to get their first victory of the season. And I also said that Fields was going to have himself a day. And then he didn't make it through the first quarter. And the Jets obviously did not pick up their first victory of the season. I'm taking the points, though. I just, Cincinnati did look much better, obviously, on the offensive side of the ball last week. But I just don't trust them to win by margin, to win by 6.5, 7 points. Even with Sauce Gardner out, I like Brandon Stevens a lot, man. Right now, if you look at his coverage grade, he's top 25, and he's fifth in pass breakup. So I think he's going to be on Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has been awesome. He's caught 32 of 44 targets for 365 and 4 touchdowns. But I think Stevens might be able to neutralize them, and I don't think it could get any worse for the Jets on the offensive side of the ball, even with all these injuries. I think they hang within the number today, so I bet them.
How about the Giants? They're on the road in Philadelphia, where pregame gets going right here at 11 o'clock on WFAN. The Giants are getting 7.5. Last time we saw these two teams, a couple Thursdays ago, Giants doubled up the Eagles at MetLife Stadium. The total in the game is sitting at 43.5. Anything between the Eagles and the
He's trying. He's a 6th-round pick last year. With McFadden out, it really hard on the Giant defense. Extra point is good.
Well, he had 2 windows to cover there. Dubin's got to take probably a better inside angle there. And you can't allow these free releases. Boy,
suffered a gruesome ankle injury in the second quarter. Carted off. Giants will get the ball to start the third. Eagles 21, Giants 10. Timeout on the WFAN Giants Radio Network.
taken away. It is McLaughlin giving up for Bryant, and then Wembanyama is held by Martin as he made a cut to the basket, stopping play.
Well, that would be a perfect example of a play defensively that Wembanyama doesn't get any credit for. But Tyrese Martin went into the paint, left his feet, said, "Oh my goodness, here he's coming," and then threw the ball away because of it. He didn't get the steal, he didn't get the block, but he certainly he was the reason for that turnover.
Wembanyama has scored all of his points, and he only has 3 at the moment from the free throw line. But he has been, as you might imagine, a factor in every which way on the floor. And you look at him, and he just, you see the body's a little bit different. Everybody, the knock on him is, will the frail, air quotes, body hold up? You know what? He seems to be more concentrated on improving his strength as opposed to bulking up.
I like the way he's playing, too. He's playing more north and south now. He's utilizing really everything that he has. One of the great players in the game, let's be honest.
Made 1 out of 2 from the foul line. 8-point Spurs lead. 11 seconds to go in the quarter as the ball gets knocked out of bounds at the Nets' end. And they're going to look at this. The indication was the ball is going to go back to San Antonio. But evidently, if you look at the replay, went out of bounds off of Wembanyama. At least that's how it appears here.
Another example, though, right? Tyrese Martin driving the paint. He wasn't going to shoot the ball, right? He lost the ball. It did go off the leg of Wembanyama. Nets are going to win this challenge. But it's just a different animal getting in there. I mean, you can get in there, but you're thinking kick out. And that's why the Spurs are able to be there on the catch often. Right? On these kick-out passes, they are right there. They'll have a chance of being such an elite defensive team. They have a terrific coach that used to coach with the Brooklyn Nets and really the New Jersey Nets, Sean Sweeney, who's the associate head coach now with Mitch Johnson on that Spurs staff. He spent years with Jason Kidd.
We didn't get a chance to talk yet about Mitch Johnson and his first full season as the head coach of the Spurs. Of course, he took over last year for Greg Popovich, who had to step aside for health reasons. 72 games coached last year by Mitch Johnson, and then he became officially the head coach of the Spurs in May. But this is the guy who was
therefore the challenge is successful.
Worked his way up, and as we suspected, it deflected off of Wembanyama, so it goes back to the Nets. But Mitch Johnson, former Stanford player, played with the Lopez boys.
Yes. And I think Landry Fields was on that team too. And
you know the old saying, you don't want to be the guy that replaces Greg Popovich.
You want to be the guy that replaces the guy.
But we'll see, Mitch Johnson.
Oh, I think it's fine. And, something, an incredible timing. Think about the timing of the Spurs, right? They got Wembanyama and Castle in the last, 3 years.
So it was Nets ball after the review, and on the inbounds, whistle blows, bodies fall. Well, let's see how they sort this one out. Foul's going to be called Carter Bryant. So the Nets will be shooting free throws here with 10.9 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Making a rookie mistake, Carter Bryant, following Noah Clowney prior to the ball being inbound, known as an away from the play foul. Get one free throw and the ball.
And Clowney makes the free throw. So the Nets will now get another inbounds. Bryant collided with Clowney, as Capper pointed out, away from the play foul, and so the Nets maintain possession. Another collision. This time, it's Castle involved, and it's Castle. No, it's not Castle. It's Daron Sharper gets called on the foul. He knocked down Castle. So it'll be Castle shooting free throws at the other end for the Spurs.
Oh, he stuck his hip out, right, to get the foul on Castle coming over. And we all know hips don't lie.
No shots. It'll be Spurs ball. Keldon Johnson in the lane at the horn, gets off the shot, did not fall, and we have reached the end of the first quarter. Nets early in this game led by as many as 7 a couple of times in a late surge by the Spurs, and they have a 7-point lead of their own to end the first quarter. 31-24, San Antonio leads Brooklyn on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
This Halloween season, the deals at Route 22 Toyota are wicked good. Treat yourself to hundreds of new in-stock Toyotas like the sporty Corolla and stylish RAV4, both drastically reduced. Qualified buyers can save more with leases as low as $199 a month or 1.75% financing for up to 72 months on select new Toyota models. Visit Route22Toyota.com for all the details. But hurry, as these wicked good deals disappear soon. So fly over to Route 22 Toyota in Hillside, New Jersey and drive home in a brand new Toyota before they vanish. Dunkin's $6 meal deal is kind of wild. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, 6-piece hash browns, and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. That's the main character meal energy you need this fall. Get it now in Dunkin' stores or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Hey, this is Michael Porter Jr. You're listening to the Brooklyn Nets on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Welcome back to Nets basketball on the Fan. Today, the Nets bidding for their first win of this young season, but they trailed the Spurs at the end of one. 31-24, San Antonio leads it. Cam Thomas leading Brooklyn with 11 off the bench for the Spurs. Keldon Johnson also has 11. Nets basketball to open the second quarter. Ben Saraf, who started today for the Nets at point guard. The rookie brings it up the floor here to start the second quarter. Sharp has it now. Hands off for Porter Jr. playing with 2 fouls back on the floor. Has it deep on the right side. His pass almost taken away. 2 seconds to shoot. And so Sharp has to do it, and he misses off the back rim.
Yeah, threes attempted and missed is a storyline for the Nets right now. Getting a lot up, they're just not comfortable.
Castle, cross-court pass to McLaughlin. The runner in the lane off the back rim. Wembanyama tips it up off the glass, but controlled by Saraf and the Nets. Pushing quickly, left to right, down the lane. Saraf jumps, passes for Sharp, and dunks it through.
Excellent, excellent play by Saraf. Again, get it up. Got Wemby to bite on his move and then reverse pivoted for the draw, or just swung it around to Day'Ron Sharp.
Nets down 5 early in the second quarter. Just underway in quarter number 2 from Frostbank Center in San Antonio as Wembanyama dips the ball low. Whistle blows. The contact came away from the play, and they're going to get a call on Zaire Williams.
I think even before that, they had that call. They have a call on defensive 3 seconds for the Nets.
That's what it ends up being. Defensive 3 seconds. Technical free throw missed. So it'll be San Antonio inbounding in their front court. 5-point Spurs lead early here in the second quarter. Another whistle.
Day'Ron Sharp again on the perimeter on Wembanyama, being not being smart. I think it's his 3rd foul. why those screening fouls are so, you got to be careful with them, right?
It is 3 fouls on Sharp, so he's on his way to the bench.
2 screening, right, on offense. That's why you got to really connect on that. Claxton going to come back in.
So the Spurs again will inbound. It's time to McLaughlin. Gives it for Castle. Wembanyama. Right of the lane. Takes into the lane. Couple of fakes. Leans forward. Puts it up. Puts it through. That's his first field goal of this game. And it extends that San Antonio lead back to 7. 33-26 Spurs. Saraf gives up for Martin. Near the hash mark. Left side of the floor. Saraf, nice dish for Claxton, and he finishes with a short jumper.
A good little field by Saraf. Obviously, Wemby was right there, but he's passed the ball well in the second quarter. A couple good assists.
33-26. Nets down 7. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Wembanyama pulls back for a tough jumper. Doesn't go through. Rebound taken down by Porter Jr. He keeps the dribble himself.
You got to run. You got to push the pace. Get your looks improve.
Porter Jr. quick trigger 3. That's a brick wide left. Rebounded to Wembanyama. Nice pass by McLaughlin inside to Champagnie, who drew the contact. So after that bad shot, it turned into a nice transition opportunity for the Spurs.
Yeah, that's right. Again, bad shots and clunkers off the boards. They're outlet passes, right? They get you running. They get you pushing the pace. Jordan McLaughlin's a good story, right? It wasn't that long ago. We said he used to be with the Long Island Nets, right? And he was a member of the Long Island Nets and kept battling in the G League. He's been on a few NBA teams. He was on the T-Wolves for a while.
Yeah, undrafted out of USC in 2018. And yes, he signed the training camp deal with the Nets. And it started to impress people. And here he is now, part of the rotation for the San Antonio team. Champagnie on the line. Brooklyn kid.
Dylan Harper in that first quarter when he entered the game, and you don't want to talk about a local guy. He was plus 15 in the first quarter. That's hard to do.
Porter Jr. three-pointer straight away. This time he knocks it down. That was a much better look, and Porter Jr. took advantage.
Known as a gut cut right there. Starts in the middle of the lane, comes flying out to get a handoff, and gets up into that shooting form.
Third made 3 of the game for the Nets. They're 3 for 16 from deep. Another Nets foul. Barnes was holding on the near sideline. And they're going to get Porter Jr. on his 3rd foul.
Yeah, it's 3. And you're guarding Wembanyama, and you want to be physical, but you can't do stuff with your hands. That's what the Nets got to learn. The cheap when you're handsy on the body of the opponent and keeping them, that's what the officials will call. There's more physicality allowed, but mostly with your torso and your legs.
McLaughlin loops the pass for Barnes. Catch, shot, short, and then a loose ball foul. This is going to go on Wembanyama. And so they'll go back to the Nets. This will be the second on Wembanyama, who fouled out the other night down in New Orleans.
Nets are doing a solid job in this game. This is a good performance right now, considering from the floor, from the three-point line, they're 3 of 16.
Wembanyama's been quiet offensively. 5 points, 2 personal fouls now on Wembanyama. That's down 4. 8:50 to go in this first half. Saraf, right elbow. Claxton
giving a lot of room.
Gives it for Porter. Turns around. Jump shot off of the mark. And here come the Spurs. Dressed in white, moving right to left. Harper off of the bench again for San Antonio. Bismack Biyombo on the floor for Wembanyama at the moment. Champagnie open 3 is good. Julian Champagnie has been lighting it up. And he hits a 3 to extend that lead to 7 for San Antonio.
Great story, right? Bishop Auckland kid.
At the other end, the shot is missed by the Nets. The runner down the lane at the other end. The scoop by Harper, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by San Antonio.
All right, now different approach for the Nets. Wembanyama's not on the floor. It's Bismack Biyombo. Just like saying that. So Nets can be much more aggressive around the rim.
Tyrese Martin has it for Brooklyn. Nets down 7, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Play is blown dead again away from the ball. Blown dead in the Nets front court. It's going to be a foul on Stephon Castle. Bumped into Porter.
Yeah, Porter loves to set flare screens and then dive to the basket. So tried to held him up.
Claxton on the three-point stripe. Gives for Martin. Way off on a deep three-point attempt. On the near side, it's Castle who snatches the rebound, brings it into the front court himself, fades back and shoots and hits.
Very impressive footwork by the young player, Stephon Castle. Jabbing, stepping, and elevating.
The reigning Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle. Porter, catch, shoots, and he hits. Hits a three deep on the left side. Michael Porter connects to make it a 6-point game.
That was a flare screen by Nick Claxton that freed him up. And quick release and high release.
Castle down the lane, puts it up, puts it through, and he was fouled. Zaire Williams was the first man on the spot, so I'm going to presume that it's him, and it is Zaire Williams who picks up the foul. It's been a rough go so far for Zaire in this game. After a 25-point game on Friday night, very active. That time he could not keep up with the speedy Castle. Now possible three-point play the conventional way for Castle.
Well, Castle used his off arm and got some space on Zaire Williams. Could have been called for a foul. But Castle's, for a young player, he's got a lot of strength. I mean, he's 220 pounds, put together, has an edge to him. Terrific player.
Georgia native, 21-year-old out of UConn, on a ring with the Huskies, makes the free throw.
Cam Thomas back out on the floor for the Nets. Can they get him going again?
43-34, Spurs have the lead. Here's Porter Jr., the teardrop in the lane, grazes the front rim. Castle off to the races, gives for Harper, snaps the pass for Vassell. Three-pointer is good as the Spurs again cash in transition.
Yeah, just pushing the pace. And who made the delivery? Dylan Harper, right? Just one more pass, and Vassell was able to catch and knock it down from the corner.
Nets down double digits, 46-34, San Antonio on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand, urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Nets fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching your Nets in person. And all that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Nets and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you in the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Net stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Nets. See you courtside, Brooklyn.
Hi, this is Drake Powell. You're listening to the Brooklyn Nets on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Sunday, November 2nd is the first kids game of the season at the Barclays Center. So bring your fam to watch the Nets take on the 76ers. The first 5,000 kids receive a Nets collectible minifig. Visit BrooklynNets.com or lock in via Ticketmaster. I know what a minifig. It's a mini figurine.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, it's
kind of like
figure.
Fam is short for family.
Yeah, fam.
Got it.
I can't take liberties, I got I'm pretty hip when I do my reads. I don't know if you know.
Squirrel away a few minifigs for my grandkids.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I think they'd be impressed by that.
See what I can do.
Capper took care of it.
All right, Yeoman is back on the floor.
With the Nets down 12, this is their largest deficit. They led early by as many as 7 on a couple of occasions.
Can they get open at the three-point line? Can they get comfortable? They are only 4 of 18 right now. Their real scoring occurred with Cam Thomas and his ability to get something going early, but Devin Vassell, Stefan Castle have locked into him since then.
Nets bring it into the front court with Thomas, who has 11 points. Dribbling around. He's deep behind the three-point stripe. Angle left. Now he looks to penetrate. Sealed off. Kicks out Diolman. 5 to shoot. And Diolman almost turned it over, but it squirts to Thomas. The double clutches. Misses the jumper, but Claxton puts it through on the two-handed dunk.
Found an opening right there. Again, no Wembanyama on the floor. Biyombo's out there, and good job getting on the glass.
46-36. Spurs by 10. 6:10 remaining in this first half. That is Biyombo on the far right side, dribbling around, handing off for Vassell. Turns the corner, takes to the left elbow. Triple fake sealed off by Mann. And now Vassell has to force it up with the left hand, no good. Biyombo, the rebound in traffic. Kick out to Barnes, wide open, no good. Tipped up and grabbed by Keldon Johnson. So another possession for the Spurs, and here comes Harper down the lane, leans in and scoops it through, and Dylan Harper has been impressive.
He sure has. He's passing the ball that time, attacking the basket, but the offensive rebounds crushed the Nets in that possession.
21-9, the Nets are being out-rebounded as a 3 does go down for Thomas, and he was fouled. Possible 4-point play coming up here for Thomas and the Nets. So that quiets the crowd. And now Thomas will go to the line after he was fouled by Biyombo in the act of shooting a 3.
See if it meets the criteria for a reckless closeout.
And now they're going to review this one to see if Biyombo is guilty of a flagrant. That is, of course, a point of emphasis this year. Got to make sure the landing space is there for the
last several years it's been a big deal in the NBA to protect these guys once they go up in the air. That's dangerous right there.
Yeah, they may end up getting Biyombo on this.
Goes back to Zaza Pachulia, right, in the playoffs against Kawhi Leonard, right? And they kind of, I'd like to tell you I know exactly what year that was, but they all come together at this age for me. But Biyombo, who was on the offensive backboard on one end, got matched up with Cam Thomas. The thing about Cam Thomas, he can not only, score, he may, he's the focal point of the defensive scouting report of all these teams.
Yep.
And he has not only to make baskets, he's got to make tough baskets.
Cam Thomas, of course, big year for him. Signed the qualifying offer for the Nets. Signed a qualifying offer that is obviously much lower than his actual value. Eventually might be on the market. Might be. We'll see. Be interesting to see where it all goes for Cam. But this is an important year for him.
Yep.
Measured against what you just said. He is the focal point of every team's game plan when you face the Nets.
Boy, it's spending a lot of time evaluating this right now. It was very close. Kind of both feet kind of came down the same time. Biyombo and Cam Thomas didn't land on it. They almost kind of It's simultaneous the way their feet came together. And I guess be curious about the
distance traveled from Biombo as he's closing out. He does land in the landing area of Thomas. Thomas come down and lands on the toe of Biombo. There is a slight ankle turn, therefore it has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. Due to this being a successful field goal, Thomas will attempt 2 free throws to make 1. Brooklyn will retain the ball at the free throw line extended with 24 on the shot clock.
Tyler Ford, the crew chief, with the explanation, and the Nets have a chance for a 5-point play here.
2 to make 1. You get 2 free throws to make 1. The old rule. This is where it gets confusing. You can only get a 4-point play.
There you go. That's right, and I should know that because we have certainly done it more than a few times since the old days. Yeah. But yeah, let's see if he makes the free throw here. He does.
Remember the 2 to make 1 in the NBA?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. So the 3-point field goal was good. Biombo fouled in the act of shooting and came down in the landing area, upgraded to the flagrant, and the free throw was good.
It's just
he would have had 2 to make 1 like the old days.
8-point game. See if they get something going again for Cam Thomas again. He's feeling it.
48-40, Spurs have the lead. The Nets have the ball. Off of that sequence as Thomas puts up another one. Difficult shot from the right corner, no good. Rebound poke loose, kept alive for the Nets. Here's Mann over the shoulder pass to Clowney, 3-pointer far side, off of the mark. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the Nets as they squandered pretty good opportunity there to chip away.
Yeah, no. They have attempted 21 threes. They've made 5. Some have been really contested, so they're difficult shots. But for the Nets group to have success on the road with this type of inexperience that they have, those open threes got to go down at a high rate. They're not going that way right now.
24% from deep for the Nets. They've taken 21. They've missed 16. 5:03 to go in this first half. 48-40. Spurs lead the Nets as Dylan Harper brings into the front court. Speed dribble into the lane. Kicks out Wembanyama back in the game. Gives it for Harper. Bad pass recovered by Harper. And somehow shuffles the pass up top and ends up to Wembanyama, who hits the long jumper. It's a 3. That's his first made 3 of the season. He's not been, beg your pardon, his second made 3 of the season. That's not been a big part of his game. After he made the 3, whistle blew.
Jordy Fernandez is furious right now. He's at a timeout. Dylan Harper made a ridiculous pass from underneath, laying on his back. I think he thinks he might have been out of bounds.
So Jordy upset, leads to a timeout. 4:43 to go in this first half, and the Spurs lead the Nets 51-40 on the Fan Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and onto your next adventure. By blending thoughtful luxury capability and advanced technology, the Jeep Wagoneer S is one key player that doesn't disappoint. Experience the brand-new head-turning design and luxurious interior without sacrificing on the legendary performance you love. Excellent range capacity opens up the playing field, and with 4x4 capability, featuring select terrain driving modes, how you play the game is up to you. The interior cabin of Wagoneer S pays special attention to detail with high-quality luxury refinements and seamless connectivity that surrounds you in comfort, along with premium seating, ambient lighting, and over 170 standard safety and security features. And like most All-Stars, it can really motor, especially with standard 600 horsepower. It's rugged, plays aggressive, and isn't afraid to get dirty. And with the exciting offers and deals going on right now at your local Jeep brand dealer, it all adds up to Jeep Wagoneer S being a steal. So hurry in today and blast one out of the park. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Wellness isn't just what you do. It's what you absorb, hydrate, and fuel with. At Terra Origin, we combine ancient Ayurvedic wisdom with modern science to support your whole body from the inside out. Gut health for balance, healthy hydration for performance, healthy greens for clean energy and recovery. Because when your body's in sync, everything else flows. Find your formula today at TerraOrigin.com and use code RADIO to save 25% off your first order. Terra Origin, rooted in tradition, built for now.
Michelin Winter Tires offer confidence in all types of winter conditions, and Town Fair Tire offers every long-lasting, fuel-efficient Michelin tire at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you the the most free services for life with your purchase of Michelin winter tires to keep you going for years to come. For the guaranteed best deal on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Welcome back to Nets basketball on the Fan. The Nets trail the Spurs 51-40, Capper. A little less than 5 minutes to go in this first half of play. Jordi Fernandez upset on the previous sequence. It looked like the ball might have gone out of bounds on a play where Harper made a sensational save.
Yeah, it was only a hockey assist, but it was an unbelievable save, and he has been the biggest difference maker for the Spurs in this first half.
His plus-minus Harper's is incredible.
Yeah, 22. Plus, it's unbelievable.
Nets have the ball, down 11. Claxton had it, the whistle blew, and the foul's going to be called on the Spurs away from the ball. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. Nets are now in the bonus, so Cam Thomas, 15 points. Looks for 16 and 17 on this trip, makes the first free throw. Thomas coming off the 33-point explosion the other night. He started slow, finished strong, almost helped the Nets push it across the finish line after they dug a big hole against the Cavs. Nets eventually fell by 7.
I was so impressed with his 9 assists to go along with those 33 points. His playmaking ability has really improved. Good Terrence Mann with a quick steal.
And he has it underneath after Thomas made both free throws, and then the pass gets knocked away and grabbed by Thomas, and he's fouled by Dylan Harper. So a bang-bang play, and the Nets are going to get a couple of more free throws out of it. And it'll be Thomas again going to the free throw line with the Nets down 9.
And the defensive energy of Terrence Mann has been impressive in this game, and that's what he's got to bring to the table. Kind of still evaluating his game, don't really know it that well, but he has played very, very hard, been up and into the ball, and he was opportunistic to get that steal. Took it right away, and that's why Cam Thomas got those free throws, made the first one.
Thomas sets for the second as the Nets again try to slice into the San Antonio lead. He made both. He's made 4 straight free throws for the Nets during this mini 4-0 run for Brooklyn to take it down to a 7-point deficit with 4:10 to go in the half. The ball movement out to Wembanyama, who took a 3 and missed it from deep. And Diolman has it for the black-clad Nets, moving left to right. Thomas, the shoulder fake, the jump pass to Mann. On the wing, they pick him up. Mann veers to the right. Fadeaway jump, no good. Harper has the rebound in traffic. And here's the rookie, giving for Wembanyama. Gaining speed down the lane. Fading jump shot is good for Wembanyama.
Unstoppable when he's going to make that kind of shot. Nick Claxton couldn't even deter it in any way.
10 now for Wembanyama. 3-pointer by Thomas, no good. Rebound tipped around. Harper has it across midcourt. Feeding down low for Wembanyama. Pass broken up by Claxton, but whistle blows, and they've got Claxton on the reach-in foul.
You know, they've won the Rookie of the Year the last 2 years with Wembanyama and then Castle. They might win it again this year with Dylan Harper. I am blown away watching how he plays the game.
I have watched both of their games leading up to this one. Their game in Dallas where they just annihilated the Mavericks. And then they gutted one out the other night in New Orleans. And I had the same feeling. I saw Dylan Harper play enough.
I didn't watch him enough last year. I didn't. Yeah, but we don't get it enough.
It's like he's gone from this level to that level.
He just seems so professional. Now, what will take away from a little bit of it, maybe his opportunity, is that De'Aaron Fox will be back with this team, so he might not get to window of opportunity. I can't tell you how good he's playing right now.
Wembanyama on the line, made 1 out of 2. 54-44, Spurs by 10, 3:22 to go in this first half. Diolman passing off for Clowney, the pump fake picked up by Harper. Now the pass for Thomas with under 10 to shoot. Claxton standing left of the foul circle, hands off for Thomas, works it toward the sideline, gives for Claxton, fires it up at the shot clock horn and misses, and then a foul on the loose ball scramble. Clowney goes down, so does Harper, and they're going to call a foul on Clowney. And both teams in the bonus, so with 3:02 remaining in the first half, it's going to be free throws coming up.
Ends up the ball in the hands of Claxton at the three-point line. Not ideal, obviously, for the Nets. Clowney in a wrestling match with Dylan Harper. Called for the foul. It's got to be a little more discreet.
Brooklyn is taking a timeout to challenge a ruling of a loose ball foul on Clowney.
So you just heard the explanation there from Tyler Ford explaining why we have a stoppage of play. They're going to take a look. They're challenging this foul call on Clowney. And don't ever bet against the Nets during a challenge.
Well, during a challenge, but how about this second quarter? This thing's, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's a lot of challenges, a lot of fouls.
Yes.
So, you know,
not setting any speed records.
No, there's a lot going on here. Stuck in the mud.
54-44 is your score. The Nets trail it by 10 with 3:02 to go in the half.
But I really believe Jordi Fernandez knows how important it is to close out the end of a second quarter going into halftime. And why you've got to get yourself feeling good about yourself going into the half. And utilizing...
Clowney grabs the left arm of Harper, falls and pulls both players to the floor. Therefore, he is responsible for that contact. It is a loose ball foul on Clowney. The challenge is unsuccessful. Harper will shoot 2 free throws. Brooklyn's charged a timeout. Do not have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
So you hear again from Tyler Ford, who's becoming a regular contributor to the broadcast.
Yeah, he's a third man in the booth. He's done a nice job. He's got a nice presence on camera. You know, he's done a really good job. Enunciates very well. Probably read the commercials here much better than me. There's a shocker.
You sell yourself very short on those reads, Cap.
Just not an
MIP.
You know what it is? It goes back to like third grade when they'd call on you. The psychological Miss Roth at Our Lady of Lourdes Grammar School in Utica, the mean streets, you know.
Get up there in front of the class.
Oh, the pressure of the reading in front of the class. Dylan Harper makes the first free throw, his first free throw.
13 minutes so far off the bench for Harper, looking for a 7th point. 4 rebounds, 6 assists. As Capper pointed out, a plus 22 in that plus-minus category. He has been an impact rookie in this game so far. 56-44 Spurs.
He can defend the position well, too, right? He's hard to get by.
Under 3 to go in the half. As Thomas is defended well by Julian Champagnie, results in a turnover. Pass gets knocked away. Here's Harper to the other end, scoops it up, scoops it through, off of the glass, and the Spurs on the run. They've scored 7 in a row to extend the lead to 14. Yeoman three-pointer, front rim no good. Wembanyama soars in for the rebound. Leaves for Champagnie. No look, bounce pass behind to Wembanyama, then takes it again and dunks it through. And this game is getting away from Brooklyn here late in the first half.
Yeah, give and go right there. The modern give and go. He just was able to stretch out and dunk it.
60-44 San Antonio. As Porter drives in and dunks it through to end the San Antonio run.
They got by Wembanyama that time, and you don't want to leave it the chance. He slammed it quick.
Nets down 14. Under 2 to go in the second quarter. Devin Vassell standing on the spur at midcourt for San Antonio. Dribbling, looping the pass, 5 to shoot as Wembanyama takes it. Contact. It's going to be a Brooklyn foul with 3 seconds showing on the shot clock. They reached in and got a piece of Wembanyama.
Yeah, I could tell by the way you pointed that out that was just not a smart move for the Nets to do, and bailing them out.
Fouls on Nick Claxton. That is 3 fouls on Claxton. One of 3 Nets with 3 here in the first half. Saraf and Zaire Williams as well.
But Wembanyama's up to 14 points. He's go for 15. He's got 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. You don't even feel like he's been dominant. And it's just kind of...
he's just a presence. Obviously, he's a presence. And he's out there, and he's out there, and he doesn't have to necessarily score.
Yeah.
But he will, as Harper pokes it away from Diolman. The steal and the layup from Dylan Harper, who has been a revelation here in the first half of San Antonio. 62-46, 16-point lead for the Spurs. It is their largest lead of the game so far. Porter Jr. gives up for Thomas. 70 seconds to go in the half as Thomas, the runner, does not go, but he was hit. And he was hit hard. He'll go to the line after earning this trip to the foul line with 1:09 remaining in the first half.
It's got a little blood going right now. They're going to have to stop him. Yegor Diolman's got to get tighter with his handle. Casual bringing the ball up the floor. As if we haven't said enough good things about Dylan Harper.
Well, Cam Thomas has been paying the physical price last couple of games. He had his nose broken on Friday against the game against Cleveland, and right now he took a shot left eyebrow area, and he is being tended to. As Capper said, there was some blood drawn. Looks like Julian Champagnie inadvertently got him with the elbow. Champagnie on the foul. Yeah, it was an inadvertent play. Went up for the ball and caught a piece of Thomas as he got called on the personal foul. So Thomas 10-2. They stanch the bleeding. He comes out with, no, they didn't. The blood is actually, you could literally see it starting to flow again, and I don't know if they'll let him shoot these free throws. 1:09 to go in the half. Thomas, the leading scorer in the game, 19 points for Thomas. But the Nets are down by 16, I think that 18, as Thomas will try and get it down to a 16-point lead. Thomas made the first free throw.
Hey, listen, this Net team started out incredibly well to start this game. First 3-4 minutes, forcing turnovers, getting out to an early lead. But since that time, they got to get Cam Thomas off the floor right now. Shot the free throws so he can obviously stay in the game.
Yeah, he's going to head to the locker room now. 21 points in this first half for Thomas. But after sustaining a broken nose on Friday, he heads to the locker room here to get literally stitched up here as we approach halftime. A minute to go in this first half. Spurs ball. Wembanyama whips the ball to the far side of the floor for Champagnie. He missed it, but then Keldon Johnson, the put-back dunk, and the Spurs are feeling it right now.
Keldon Johnson, one of the elite guard rebounders in the NBA, just came in and crushed it on the offensive glass.
66-48. Nets on the short end of that score with 44 seconds to go in the half. Clowney, tough delivery, no good. Then Wembanyama blocks the man follow-up. Ball ends up to Tyrese Martin, who missed the jumper, and now the Spurs have it back, and the crowd really into it as Wembanyama launches a three and hits it from 30 feet out.
He pulled up like Steph Curry that time. I did not anticipating him shoot that deep of a three. Wow.
69-48, home opener for the Spurs, and there's a festive atmosphere right now in Frostbank Center as the Nets find themselves trailing by 21, under 10 seconds to go in the half. Porter Jr., double team, has to force it up at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound is controlled by the Spurs as the horn sounds to end the first half. And after the Nets look good early, it was all Spurs afterward. They have dominated this game since about 4 minutes gone by in the first quarter, Capper.
Yeah, the Nets came out with very good life, very good determination, forced a lot of turnovers, got to a good start, but then again, Dylan Harper entered the game, and then other players, Wembanyama, everybody just started dominating, and the Nets never really got comfortable offensively. And Cam Thomas has been able to score, but nobody else has been able to step in there, and they haven't been able to make three-point shots. They haven't been all that many comfortable ones that were wide open, but only 5 of 26 makes it really difficult against the Spurs team on the road.
Yeah, 19% for the Nets from three-point territory. As Capper mentioned, 5 for 26. That is a formula that is not going to work, in particular for this Nets team that needs on the road, as Capper said, to make three. They didn't do that. And then the defensive breakdowns, especially in the last 5 or so minutes of that first half, proved to be a big problem for the Nets. In fact, the Spurs went on an 18-4 run to end that first half, and they have opened up a 21-point lead. We're at the half. It's the Nets and the Spurs in San Antonio, and the Spurs lead Brooklyn 69-48. We'll come back with some halftime coverage that'll include the NBA scoreboard. We'll look at those halftime stats. Capper will have his analysis. It's all coming your way following this timeout on The Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a $2 minimum purchase when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer valid limited time only through NetCaesar participating McDonald's. Valid the day after the Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 30 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
Hi, this is Noah Clowney, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Good start to this game in first half for the Nets, but far from a good finish. We're at the half. The Nets and the Spurs in San Antonio, and Brooklyn trails it 69-48. The game was a 7-point game at 51-44. Spurs led it. And then they went on a huge run, 18-4 run to close out that first half and open up this 21-point lead, 69-48. San Antonio leading Brooklyn here at the half. Bob Huesler sitting in for Chris Carino today, along with the capper Tim Capstraw. This is one of 9 games today in the NBA, and this is one of 5 home openers in the NBA. Later on, the Knicks will be in Miami, home opener for the Heat. The Pistons, with their home opener, they take on the 0-2 Boston Celtics. Milwaukee's off to a 2-0 start. Giannis Antetokounmpo is playing with a purpose so far in this early season, averaging 34 points and 17 rebounds a game, Capper. And they are in Cleveland to take on that Cavs team that the Nets lost to the other night, home opener for the Cavs. But there are several interesting developments in the East. I heard you and Chris talk about the Western Conference, as is anybody who watches the NBA. The Western Conference is ridiculously loaded, but there are several teams in the East that I'm curious to see how it plays out for them. One of them is Milwaukee, because of the reason I just mentioned, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'm curious to see what he and the Bucks can accomplish this year. A lot of people are overlooking it.
Exactly. I think it's first time in a while, right, where they're kind of underrated, or people aren't really discussing them. And I think they are an intriguing team because the one thing you want to have with Giannis on your team is a lot of shooting. I think they've got shooting this year. They've got people that can knock down the shots. He gets the ball. He sets a guy attacking the basket, making plays. If they defend well enough, I think they could surprise people in the Eastern Conference. No doubt about it. They're dangerous. Guys like A.J. Green can really light it up, and they have different bodies out there that you feel good that are surrounding Giannis. Miles Turner with his shooting ability, again, that's another big that can really shoot the basketball. Defensively, Turner brings some length along with Giannis, who's playing can play D at an incredible level. Interesting team. I'm curious about them. We'll have to follow them closely.
Wizards have their home opener today. They play the Hornets. Timberwolves, home opener, face the Pacers. Raptors at the Mavericks. Boy, it's ugly early for the Mavs. The Fire Nico chants have been going up early down there in Dallas. They're off to an 0-2 start. Jason Kidd preaching for patience, but of course it's all relative to what Luka Doncic is doing right now, albeit just through 2 games for the Lakers, but he has 92 points.
No, I know. I thought because of the being so fortunate with Cooper Flagg that all that would kind of wear over, and you'd only be speaking about the Mavericks being a very dangerous team. They've got great length, they got good size, they should be better, even good defensively. Maybe wait for Kyrie Irving to get back, and you can maybe take it to another level. Hasn't been that way, right? I mean, they're kind of wait 2 games in, they're angry. But it's more has to do with how Luka's playing and how Luka looks and how he's moving and what he's trying to prove out there. So interesting stuff going on, but with both of those teams.
Just as an aside, you just talked about Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
We all watched the opener, and he self-admittedly was not that good. We're seeing him, number 1 pick in the draft, off to a slow start. We saw the number 2 pick right now, Dylan Harper.
I think he was the difference in that first half. He was the difference maker. He came on the floor and different things happened. He was the best. I thought he played better than. First of all, he's a plus. I don't know if I've seen this. He was a plus 32 in the first half. He had 11 points, 6 assists. He had 3 other hockey assists, by the way. 1 from the floor to a shot on the perimeter. 5 rebounds, and the game just changed when he came on the floor. They started the game without a point guard, right? They put Vassell and Castle bringing up. Nets were turning him over, and then he came on the floor, and he has a steadiness, a toughness, a physicality about him that is beyond his years. I didn't see him shooting the ball deep. He didn't have to, but he's adequate at that, and I'm sure that will improve dramatically.
And he is one of the key reasons that the Spurs have a 21-point lead here at the half on the Nets. It's San Antonio 69, Brooklyn 48. We'll be back, give you some stats and Capper's analysis as we get you close to the start of the second half on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Move and be moved in the Mazda CX-5. The smart choice from those who expect more from their drive. With standard iActive all-wheel drive and advanced safety features, the CX-5 gives you confidence in every condition. Its effortless handling and responsive performance set it apart from the crowd. Inside, you'll find thoughtful crafted design for comfort and connection. There's more to a Mazda. Lease the Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month. Visit your local Mazda dealer or MazdaUSA.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
1-877-CARDS for kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, it's Jerry Recco. If you're facing hair loss like I am, I would like to share my journey at Great Many, New York City's cutting-edge hair growth studio. Looking to regrow your hair safely and effectively? Forget those risky pills with scary side effects and costly trips to Turkey. At Great Many, they use PRP, regenerative medicine trusted by pro athletes for recovery. It's a natural, non-surgical solution that really works. Check out my journey and visit greatmany.com/fan to learn more and save $200 today. Don't hesitate. Take action now like I have. Go to greatmany.com/fan to book your treatment or get a free consultation.
Hey, this is Ben Saraf. You are listening to the Brooklyn Nets on The Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Welcome back to Nets basketball on The Fan. We're getting close to the start of the second half. The Nets in a big hole, down 21 to San Antonio. Spurs 69, Nets 48. Leading scorer in that first half for the Nets was Cam Thomas. Came into the game playing with no mask, despite the fact he broke his nose on Friday against the Cavs, and left late in the first half after taking an elbow to the left eyebrow that drew blood. But sure, he's stitched up by now, ready to go in the second half. The Spurs got some pretty balanced scoring, led by Victor Wembanyama, who didn't get his first field goal until the second quarter, but he leads all their scores with 18. But we can't overemphasize what an impact the rookie Dylan Harper's had on this game, Capper.
Yeah, he's been terrific, but really the bench has been terrific. For you got, wouldn't be fair not to bring up Keldon Johnson, who entered the game and was a physical beast, all over, knocking down threes and doing what he does on the offensive backboard. So there's a 26-7 advantage in bench points. So I mean, that's really where the game, when the game really changed. We talked so much about Harper, but the Nets haven't been able to get anything off their bench, and there's some decent looks from three, but nothing's gone down. And big challenge here to see if this Net team can show some character and get back out there. They started what was surprising was how impressive how they started the game, coming out, stealing the ball, making plays, and coming out fearless. And yet, as the first quarter went on, and the second, deep into the second, dominance by the Spurs.
Nets in a big hole, down 21, 69-48 to the Spurs. We're back with the third quarter after this on The Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Nothing compares to catching your Brooklyn Nets live, and nobody knows that better than you. Nets fans, it all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Nets and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Nets tickets at Ticketmaster. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Nets.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a $2 minimum purchase when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer valid limited time only through NetSeason participating McDonald's. Valid the day after the Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required. The Brooklyn Nets and 11 Sports Media have teamed up to launch the Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partner Program, giving New York businesses the chance to collaborate with one of basketball's most iconic teams. From game day branding at Barclays Center to high-impact social media and exclusive networking experiences, this is your shot to shine. Secure your spot for the upcoming season now. Type Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners into your search engine or find it on brooklynnets.com. That's Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hi, this is Noah Clowney, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Second half underway from San Antonio. The Nets down 21. They have the ball to open this third quarter. Porter Jr. into the black paint, puts up the short jumper and nails it. First two of the second half belong to Brooklyn.
Got to a spot that time to the mid-range with a left-handed quick dribble and then elevated up.
Stephon Castle bouncing ahead for Barnes, inside for Wembanyama. Easy two-handed flush, and Wembanyama now has 18.
Well, he rolls to the basket. If there's not support, come on. It's all over. That was way too easy.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds at the other end. Last touch by Brooklyn.
Jalen Wilson getting a start here in the second half.
Nets looking for answers. Jalen Wilson didn't play in the first half, but on the floor here, Wembanyama thought about the three, the pump fake, and then he is hit up top by Claxton on that step down the lane. Claxton gets called on the foul.
You know what you get with Jalen Wilson? You get an effort. You know you're getting a toughness and an effort, and he combines that with the ability to shoot the ball. The in-between thing's not great. He can't blow by you with the dribble, but he has a motor.
Didn't play against Cleveland on Friday in Brooklyn. Did play against Charlotte off the bench, had 8 points.
So Cam Thomas, we got to wait on some word on him. Still getting stitched up.
Backing up for the jumper of Vassell, and foul on the floor off the rebound. So Capper pointing out, missing in action, Cam Thomas. We mentioned he left with seconds remaining in the first half. No official word yet on whether or not we'll be seeing him again. Remember, he had the broken nose, and then he left after having to get stitched up. He's literally banged up pretty good. And without Cam Thomas, this will be a tall order for Brooklyn. Wembanyama, deep jumper, right side. Two-pointer does not go down. There's Ben Surratt across midcourt for the Nets. We're down 21. Surratt into the paint, down the lane, soars, misses, but Claxton the putback.
Surratt did some good things in the first half. He was able to make some nice deliveries.
71-52. Nets down 19. Wembanyama double teamed and a low blocks left side. Another foul's called as Wembanyama is contacted by Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann, his first third team foul.
See if Terrence Mann can give the Nets some sort of offense, right?
Yeah, he was not a factor at all.
He hasn't been, you know. His first preseason game is knocking down shots. I thought he was that kind of game. Boy, Wemby's splitting people with the dribble.
And he shoots it in the lane and puts it through with ease. Wembanyama now 20 points and counting. 21-point lead for the Spurs. 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter.
A 7'4" point guard right there. The way he handled the ball, then went between his legs, around his back, into a runner. Are you kidding me?
Porter Jr. tries a difficult shot from the left wing. It was deep, and it was no good, and the Spurs have it. They are in control as Wembanyama, no-look bounce pass for Castle, tosses it out for Vassell, who drains the three, and the Spurs extending that lead here early in the third quarter. It is now at 24 as the Nets put up a quick three, and Mann misses it. And here come the Spurs. Down the lane, Vassell in traffic, no good, but Castle trailing dunks it through. And right now, San Antonio is making it look easy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I know Jordy Fernandez is not going to put up with this.
78-52 Spurs. Porter for Claxton, short arms it, no good. Followed up his own miss and keeps it and gets it to Mann, who hits the three.
That's got to come out with a lot more life right now. It's stability on the defensive side. It's to just get after it. Boy, Claxton and Wemby, a little, again, extra stuff going on.
Wembanyama has it. Bounce pass for Castle. Whips the pass into the corner for Champagnie, who hits the long two.
Wemby with the second hockey assist of this third quarter. He's making these brilliant passes to the interior that are collapsing the defense, and then Spurs are kicking it out.
That actually was a three for Champagnie, and now whistle blows at the other end, 81-55. San Antonio right now is having its way with the Nets. 8:32 to go in the third quarter, and Cam Thomas, who is all bandaged up here. They stitched it. They put a bandage on it, a clear plastic bandage that cut over his left eyebrow, and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he's out from the corners.
That's it.
Out for the fight doctor.
Day'Ron Sharpe, head of the circle. Thomas has it. Thomas into the paint. Takes it to the far side of the floor. Now reverses back into the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Hit glass. No rim. Nothing but glass. And here's Wembanyama to the other end. Has it poked loose and stolen. Taken away by Thomas. Leads the charge to the other end. Looks for a trailer. Nobody there. But picking up the loose ball is Zaire Williams. Gets it for Porter, who is knocked to the deck. Fouled in the act of shooting. Free throws coming up.
A shocking stat involving Victor Wembanyama you woke me up to today. You kind of straightened me out. I thought it was a different player. I read the stat sheet wrong. We just witnessed in the third game of the season Wembanyama's first turnover in that last possession.
Isn't that amazing?
And how much he handles the basketball. Right. I mean, he doesn't camp out and just make simple plays. He's dribbling. He's creating. He's making difficult passes into the paint. Man.
I couldn't believe it either because, as you said, he handles the ball so much. And last year, you look at his numbers and high turnover, high usage. But this year, you look at the first two games, he had no turnovers, and you're like, wait, that's got to be a type. Nope.
Well, two wide open threes were because he made the initial pass into the paint in his third quarter, and then the ball was kicked out for an inside-out pass. Gets no credit for it. Third free throw made by Michael Porter.
He made 2 out of 3, 81-57.
Ain't bad, right? Meatloaf.
Rating yourself. You're going back to the 70s.
I got you, somebody that understands my references.
Here's Wembanyama fading in the lane, short on that shot. Porter Jr. with the rebound. Porter into the front court to the trailer. Williams, 3 is good. Zaire Williams hits a 3. And that leads to a Mitch Johnson timeout for San Antonio. So with 7:34 to go in this third quarter, stoppage of play. The Spurs lead the Nets 81-60 on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
This Halloween season, the deals at Route 22 Toyota are wicked good. Treat yourself to hundreds of new in-stock Toyotas like the sporty Corolla and stylish RAV4, both drastically reduced. Qualified buyers can save more with leases as low as $199 a month or 1.75% financing for up to 72 months on select new Toyota models. Visit Route22Toyota.com for all the details. But hurry, as these wicked good deals disappear soon. So fly over to Route 22 Toyota in Hillside, New Jersey, and drive home in a brand new Toyota before they vanish.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Well, think again. Bring your AT&T and T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store and they'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Statue of Liberty? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save with phone deals, streaming, and plans where everybody in the family can choose their own plan and save. So, bring your bill to your local Verizon store and they'll give you a better deal.
Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill from T-Mobile or AT&T dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal is kind of wild. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, 6-piece hash browns, and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. That's the main character meal energy you need this fall. Get it now in Dunkin' stores or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Hey,
Hey, this is Tiki Barber. Those of us living in New Jersey got hit with a 20% electric rate increase. If your current heating system is over 15 years old, it's time for a new high-efficiency Carrier system. And there's only one company to call for a new one. My friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts for over 38 years. Older heating systems waste gas. So get your system checked now and save money with Edison Heating and Cooling. Contact them now at EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
Hi, this is Terrence Mann. You're listening to the Brooklyn Nets on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Nets fans know every day in Brooklyn is a fashion show. Luckily, Burrow's latest drop will keep all eyes on you. Visit BrooklynNets.com/Burrow to shop the new collection. This is Brooklyn. Look the part. Nice job by Brian Rascona right there. Give me a little meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
We lost Meatloaf not all that long ago. Big baseball fan, by the way. Mr. Loaf, as the New York Times used to call him. Playback game with 7:24 remaining in this third quarter. 81-60. Nets on the short end of that score. Another foul coming out of this.
Zaire Williams taking a shot, right? Going in there and being physical. Kind of came down on the body of Bismack Biyombo.
So Zaire Williams ends up getting charged with the foul. Looks like he might have had the breath knocked out of him momentarily. Back up. Play back in as Vassell tosses it for Bismack Biyombo. Luke Cornett out with injury today for San Antonio. Castle driving, dishing, and throwing it away. Didn't have a flight plan, as Capper would say. Here are the Nets.
You listen to me.
Thomas. Daron Sharp, ball poked loose on the give back to Thomas, and they're going to say San Antonio ball on the turnover against the Nets.
Good anticipation that time by Stephon Castle, knowing that's a go-to play by Cam Thomas to throw it to the 5-man Daron Sharp, and then just run and get a handoff. Throw and go. Or get, or whatever you chase, whatever you want to call it.
Biyombo to Vassell, fakes the shot, passes for Johnson, three-pointer, off of the mark. Thomas, the rebound in transition, gives it for Mann, now for Porter. Gives it for Williams, who puts up a three, way off the mark. Too strong, rebound, the chase down, they let it go out of bounds, and they're going to say it belongs to Brooklyn.
Huge discrepancy in the three-point shooting percentages in this game. Nets only 22%. 7 of 31. Spurs 10 of 19.
Nets have missed 24 three attempts. They tried 31 and made only 7. Thomas throwing for Sharp up near the top of the circle, and then the reach-in foul is going to be whistled on the Spurs. It's going to be called on Keldon Johnson, I believe. It is Johnson. .6:28 to go in quarter 3. 81-60, Spurs lead the Nets. As Thomas throws it in. Sharp takes it. Now for Mann. Mann works off of the screen into the paint, takes it to the hole, lays it up, lays it through.
Good finish by Terrence Mann. I want more offense out of him. He's got to be a threat.
Had only 4 points in the loss against Cleveland on Friday. And has 5 points here this afternoon. Glad to have you along on a Sunday afternoon for Nets basketball as Vassell takes the three. Front rim no good. Sharp has the rebound. His pass up court deflected. Chased down in midcourt by Thomas. Thomas works off the screen, has an opening, puts up a three, rattles in, rattles out. Loose ball gets knocked out of bounds off of San Antonio. So it will stay with the Nets with 14 to shoot, 5:50 to go in this third quarter. 81-62, Spurs lead the Nets.
The Nets get an extra possession because of the hustle on the offensive glass by Daron Sharp. That's what he does well. He's got to watch his fouls, though, on the screens, right? He got cheap fouls early in this game.
Porter feeds it inside for Sharp. Good delivery and a nice finish by Sharp. And the Nets have a run going here. They've scored the last 9 and trail it by 17. At the other end, the foul's called, and it was almost a possible three-point opportunity for Stefan Castle, as Castle was fouled on a driving attempt.
Nets get beat. Oftentimes, well, for a lot of reasons, they get beat, but they get beat because their pickup points are pretty high up. They're very high up the floor. Therefore, guys, when they get a step, can keep going. It's incumbent about the other guys to identify that, and it's got to have maybe some early help.
We mentioned that Zaire Williams took a hard fall on a play where he was called for a foul, and he is exiting. He is leaving the game. Obviously, would only be guessing as to the reason, but we did say he got laid out pretty good.
Well, we saw the other night that this net team does not give up if they get down big, and Jordi Fernandez will not allow that. It's a decent life here over the last few minutes and a good run. Got to keep executing.
Castle made 1 out of 2, 82-64. Spurs, 5:25 to go in the third quarter as Thomas drives and double clutches. He draws the foul. And Cam Thomas, who has 21 points, will go to the line where he is 7 for 7 in this game.
Yeah, great scorers have the ability to get fouled, right? They understand how to create contact, have a physicality, toughness when they start driving the ball, and also good footwork. Cam Thomas uses a lot of pump fakes to get himself free throws.
Bismarck Biyombo on the foul. First is good by Cam Thomas, so he has 22 and gets one more here with 5:23 to go in the third quarter. 82-65. Spurs lead the Nets as Thomas made them both. Nets down 16. Approaching the 5-minute mark of quarter 3. Biyombo to Castle, and now Johnson back for Castle. Passes up the three-point opportunity, now backs up again behind the stripe. 5 to shoot. He does just that, a 3. Front rim, no good. Porter has the rebound. That's trying to get something going here. Down by 16 with the ball. Under 5 to go in this third quarter. Thomas shuffling the feet. Top of the circle. Into the paint. Leans in, puts it up, puts it through, and the lead is down to 14, leading 2. Mitch Johnson calling a San Antonio timeout. That's showing signs of life here in the third quarter. 4:45 to go in quarter 3. Nets trail it 82-68 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 30 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a $2 minimum purchase when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer valid limited time only through NetSeason or participating McDonald's. Valid the day after the Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required. Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand. Urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center.
Hey, this is Michael Porter Jr. You're listening to the Brooklyn Nets on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Welcome back to Nets basketball on the Fan. Nets and the Spurs in San Antonio. First game of a back-to-back for the Nets this afternoon in San Antonio. Tomorrow night they will be in Houston. Right now, Capper, the Nets making a nice run here. 13-1 is that run since the Spurs went up by 26, 81-55, and now it's 82-68. They've been doing this for the most part without Victor Wembanyama on the floor for the Spurs. Let's see if they can sustain that.
Some of that, but the Nets have shown a different attitude, an excellent little wake-up call, doing a good job, making this game competitive again.
Mitch Johnson called the timeout. Keldon Johnson out of the timeout, gives it on top for Vassell to Castle, turned it over. Bad pass, and it's taken away by Mann. Mann to the front court, gives up for Porter. Porter jumps, feeds Thomas, wide open three is good, and the run continues for the Nets. They are down 11 in the game. They trail by as many as 26.
And Cam Thomas continuing to shoot it well, but good hands that time by Terrence Mann to get that steal.
28 now for Thomas. After he had the big game the other night against Cleveland, 33. Castle, left elbow to the free throw line, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Clowney. Nets down 11, and they have the ball. 3:40 to go in the third quarter, and a turnover on Thomas. Slipped out of his hands. Steal for the Spurs. Ahead for Vassell, picked up in the corner by Sharp, so Vassell will reset it here for the Spurs. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. San Antonio up by 11 in a game they've led by as many as 26. Keldon Johnson into the paint, turns, shoots off the glass, no good. Clowney the rebound. Nets have a chance to make this a single-digit deficit as Thomas, right of the lane, back to the basket, working on Harper, shoots over Harper, who commits the foul. And Thomas will go to the line to shoot two with 3:10 to go in the third quarter as the run continues for Brooklyn.
How about this? It's just an interesting turn of events. I thought that, San Antonio, their dominance was just, Nets couldn't have a chance to get back into this thing. Cam Thomas doing it with his offense, and then the defense getting to a whole nother gear. Nets now leading this quarter 24-13. Wembanyama's going to come back out right now.
The run
back
began
on the floor, excuse me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Capper, the run began when the Nets looked like their lights were out. They were down 81-55, but since then, 17, possibly an 18-1 run here if Thomas can hit this free throw. So the seesaw has tilted the exact opposite way. And Thomas now has 30. He made both free throws. He's been the engine scoring-wise during this run. To the other end, jump shot missed by Harper. 82-73. Nets down 9. They've been down by as many as 26 in this quarter. Mann turning the corner, flips out for Thomas, drives the paint, puts it up, blocked by Wembanyama, and then it's lost by the Nets. And breaking are the Spurs, and scoring is Champagnie.
The block, the rejection that time. Trying to change the energy. Wembanyama, so unbelievable.
84-73, Spurs by 11. Make that Porter, backs up, long two for the left side, does not go down. In traffic, Champagnie fights for it. Grabbed it, and then it gets knocked out of bounds off of Brooklyn. It goes back to San Antonio.
A subtle adjustment I saw in the last possession. Noah Clowney was matched up with Dylan Harper. Therefore, the Nets switched the pick and roll so Noah Clowney would end up on Wembanyama and not have such a massive advantage.
Jared McLaughlin in the game for the Spurs. He'll take it up the floor.
Tillman on the floor for the Nets now.
McLaughlin feeds it for Harper. Harper puts it on the floor, drives hard, misses the running layup attempt, and the Nets have it back with Diolman. Chest pass ahead for Clowney, a three-pointer. It's open, and it's good. Noah Clowney to three, and the Nets continue to chip away.
Good kick up the floor, running the floor by Noah Clowney. Set his feet, knocked it down.
Nets down 8. Under 2 to go in this third quarter, which has been a 180 for the Nets. Wembanyama turning around, shooting the jumper. Air ball caught by the Nets. They have it down by 8 with 1:35 to go in the third quarter. And Thomas has it, hash mark left. Thomas doing some fancy dribbling. Dropped it, picked it up, kicks out for Diolman, fakes to Clowney, straightaway three, too strong, rebound high in the air, and Keldon Johnson kept it alive by knocking it across to the near sideline, and then he collided in the process with Sharp, and there's going to be a foul called. Let's see how they sort this one out, Capper.
I think they got Keldon Johnson coming out of nowhere, and just his physical ability, like his great offensive rebounder. Yeah, Sharp can't believe it. He just got called for that foul. Why would it be on him? He's very frustrated.
Yeah, he bore the brunt of that, but he gets called on the foul. Both teams in the bonus here with 1:17 remaining in this third quarter. Jordi Fernandez can't believe that.
He can't believe it.
So Sharp gets called on the foul, despite the fact that Keldon Johnson was basically a wrecking ball as he went for that loose ball. And it's Keldon Johnson on the line, shooting a pair of free throws in the bonus with 1:17 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Jordi Fernandez is hot right now. I mean, the Nets with great energy, great momentum right now. And that's a tough call.
Johnson makes both free throws, and that definitely stifles some of the momentum that the Nets had begun to generate here. If that call goes the other way, it's an entirely different situation, and that's also in the bonus. But here's Thomas, who has 30. Guarded by McLaughlin. Thomas bottled up, and there's a foul called on San Antonio as they trap Thomas, and Harper gets called on the foul, and Thomas will be going back to the line where he is perfect today, 11 for 11, 11 of his 30.
He is a dangerous scorer tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me.
And it looks like he's gone, 13 rounds in a heavyweight fight.
Exactly. Well, he's got a broken nose. He won't wear a mask. And then he comes out, stitches all up the side of his eyebrow. Didn't start the second half. They're still working on it.
They made both free throws, and so Cam Thomas continues to lead the way for the Nets. He has 32. He's perfect from the free throw line, 13 for 13. Under a minute to go in the third quarter, 86-78. Spurs have the ball. They have the lead. Wembanyama windmilling, driving, doubled up, and he lost the ball out of bounds. Good defensive job by Brooklyn to force the Wembanyama turnover with 44 and 10 seconds to go here in the third.
Excellent job by Diolman coming from the backside. Wembanyama never saw him, tipped it off his knee.
86-78. Brooklyn down. Here's Diolman. No look. Behind the back pass for Jalen Wilson. Missed the open look from the left wing. And here's Harper breaking it out, driving in, laying it through. And the Spurs have a 10-point lead with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter.
You've got to understand when a guard penetrates into the paint like Diolman did, there's got to be rotation back to have some floor balance.
2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 7 to shoot for the Nets. It is Thomas shooting the three and hitting. Thomas from about 30 knocks down the three with the shot clock winding down. It makes it a 7-point game. At the other end, a three-pointer is taken by Harper at the horn. It's no good. And with Cam Thomas showing the way, Has 35. The Nets are right back in this game.
How about that, Bob? I thought this thing was way over with. I thought we'd be filling it in, and the Nets don't give up on the third quarter. They fight their way back. They get their offensive game going. Cam Thomas, spectacular. We got ourselves a fourth quarter. I'm looking forward to it.
Nets down by as many as 26 in the third as we get ready to start the fourth. Down 7, 88-81. San Antonio leads Brooklyn on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Sitting in the driver's seat of the Nissan Kicks is like the best seat in the house. You're in the action. And with the Nissan Kicks all-wheel drive, you can go find the best views. And with the 10-speaker Bose Personal Plus audio system, you can hear everything. Your new wheels await. Reimagine your ride with the reimagined Nissan Kicks. Now get the 2025 Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830. Shop your local Nissan store or nissanusa.com. Starting MSRP at $21,830 for base model. All prices are manufacturer suggested retail price. MSRP. MSRP excludes up to $1,495 destination and handling charges, tax, title, and license. Dealer sets actual price.
Hey everyone, this is Boomer Esiason, and I'm here to tell you all about United Healthcare and their Oxford products. They've served me well for 41 years, and I've been very happy with the coverage that I've received. In fact, they're not only my insurance carrier, United Healthcare also supports my foundation in our quest to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. So when you play pro football, you learn pretty fast that you can't win without teammates you can rely on. The same is true for your health plan. And that's why Oxford plans from United Healthcare include all kinds of benefits for your employees, like $0 deductible options, virtual care with $0 copays, and the ability to earn up to $700 a year just for taking healthy actions. Care for your employees and savings for you? You'll get that too. Check out Oxford, now with more ways to help your employees and bottom line stay healthier. Contact your broker or visit uhc.com/Oxford to learn more. Oxford insurance products are underwritten by Oxford Health Insurance Incorporated.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Start of the fourth quarter in San Antonio. The Nets down 7 in the game. They have trailed by as many as 26. San Antonio ball. Champagnie looping the pass for Wembanyama. Out for Champagnie. Bottled up. Doesn't take the three. Gives for Barnes instead. Castle gets the ball. He takes the three, and it's blocked. I believe it was Diolman who got a piece of it, and the Nets have it back. Here's Porter Jr. taking the lead pass. He fades back, throws it out. And driving is Martin, kicks out for Wilson. Three-pointer is good. Jalen Wilson hits the three, and we have a 4-point game.
This is unbelievable. What a comeback.
Nets down 4 after trailing by as many as 26 in the third quarter. Just underway in the fourth. Wembanyama back to the basket. Working on Clowney. Wembanyama throws a double team to Castle. Now Champagnie back for Wembanyama. And the shot clock goes off. The Nets force the turnover as they have the Spurs right now, Capper, out of sorts.
Yeah, they have them back on their heels. They're confused a bit. I love the way the Nets are playing offense. They're getting to the paint. They're spraying it around, and threes are starting to go down for this group. What a momentum shift.
Cam Thomas getting the blow here to start the fourth quarter. 35 for him. We'll be seeing him, I'm sure, not too much deeper into this quarter as Clowney takes and makes a three. Noah Clowney continues this incredible Nets comeback. They are now down by 1, leading to a Spurs timeout.
How about that? The casualness of the Spurs defense, a little pick and pop between Tyrese Martin, who gets another assist, finding another guy for a three-point line. At the three-point line, and Clowney drains it.
Down by as many as 26. The Nets trail by 1 as we head to this timeout on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
The Brooklyn Nets and 11 Sports Media have teamed up to launch the Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partner Program, giving New York businesses the chance to collaborate with one of basketball's most iconic teams. From game day branding at Barclays Center to high-impact social media and exclusive networking experiences, this is your shot to shine. Secure your spot for the upcoming season now. Type Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners into your search engine or find it on brooklynnets.com. That's Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 30 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974. Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a $2 minimum purchase when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer valid limited time only through NetCaesar participating McDonald's. Valid the day after the Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required.
Hi, this is Noah Clowney, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Upgrade your fandom and explore season tickets with a Nets membership. Give yourself more action to look forward to. Plus, unlock access to the best the borough has to offer. Visit brooklynnets.com/memberships to explore plans.
Nets trail by one out of the San Antonio timeout. Spurs early here in the fourth quarter have the ball. Stephon Castle tries a driving layup and he's fouled by Clowney. The shot no good, but Castle will go to the line as they called his number, trying to get re-energized here as they have absorbed a huge hit here by the Nets. There were very few people either watching or listening to this game that could have seen this coming. Nets down 26 in the third quarter. And now down one as Castle gets ready to shoot two.
Yeah, and not even early in it. I mean, it was almost midway through, and it's just unbelievable. It's a great job of their compete level, giving themselves a chance. First free throw made by Castle. Now they're getting the three ball to go down. Remember, they were really struggling at the three-point line. They're up to 12 makes now.
Including two made threes here in the fourth quarter. Castle missed the second. So the Nets have a chance to take a lead here or maybe tie the game. They're down by 2 with 10:15 to go. Martin giving for Wilson a three for the lead. It's good! Jalen Wilson has put the Nets on top for the first time since they led this game 19-18. 10 minutes to go in the game, and the Nets inexplicably have a 1-point lead, 90-89. Under 10 minutes to go. Vassell, a three is good, and that's a big shot for the Spurs as they try to regain their composure now.
Now, if a double team of Wembanyama, he kicked it out and led to the opening.
Dioman for Clowney. Dioman takes a three and hits. The Nets now on fire from deep. They have made 4 threes in this fourth quarter, and they lead at 93-92. Castle at the other end takes the steps. This is going to be a turnover on the Spurs, and right now, Mr. Momentum belongs with Brooklyn. 93-92 Nets. A lot of time remaining. But boy, what a turn of events in Frostbank Center in San Antonio.
Just keep moving the ball, quick ball movement, and they're shooting it quick with confidence at the three-point line.
All the scoring in the fourth has come from the 3, and now a 2 on a dunk as Tyrese Martin takes the pass in the lane from Clowney and dunks it through, and the Nets lead it by 3. Champagnie out on top. Wembanyama a 3, in and out, working with a 3-point lead. The Nets look to extend that lead with under 9 remaining. There's Martin veering to his right, down the lane, draws the contact, and it's going to be a foul that will send Tyrese Martin to the line to shoot 2.
Tyrese Martin's played exceptionally well here in his third quarter, Bob. He's come on the floor and he's been in attack mode. He's gotten to the paint and he's got the defense of the Spurs back on their heels, and that's why a number of three-point shots have gone down. He's been the assist guy. He's got 3 assists. He also attacked the basket that previous possession and dunked it before Wembanyama could catch up.
The play is now under video review.
That foul is going to be reviewed. The Nets have come out on fire from deep in this fourth quarter. They have made 4 threes in the opening minutes of this fourth quarter.
They've made 9 here in the second half. Now, we said the three-point shot would have to be the great equalizer in this game, and it certainly wasn't. There's a big reason why they were down 26. They started knocking down the shots, but it's how they've gotten them also, Bob. The ball's gotten to the paint quite a bit. They've moved it, made quicker decisions.
Champagnie is jumping laterally A to B and makes illegal contact. It is a defensive foul. The challenge is unsuccessful. San Antonio is charged with timeout. They do not have the ability for any challenges remaining in the game. Martin will shoot 2 free throws.
So the challenge unsuccessful for San Antonio. Things are breaking the Nets' way every which way, but keep in mind still a lot of time to go in this game. 8:40 remaining. But Tyrese Martin getting ready to go into the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Nets came back, surged back in the third on the scoring back of Cam Thomas. He had 14 of his 35 so far in that third quarter. And starting the fourth quarter, Thomas getting the blow. And the Nets bench has come through. Jalen Wilson has hit a couple of threes, including the go-ahead 3. Tyrese Martin has been a big factor.
He's done a really good job. And we said at halftime the dominance led by Dylan Harper of the Spurs bench and how they just owned the game. The Nets bench now has come in and played exceptionally well, and they've really helped the cause with their ability to shoot the 3.
When it was 81-55, it looked like it was lights out for the Nets, but the run began and ended up getting the Nets within 7 at the end of 3 quarters, and here it's been all Brooklyn in the fourth.
Hey, free fries for Brooklyn Nets fans the day after a Nets win on an away game. Valid through the McDonald's app.
Boy, you didn't think when it was 81-55 that you're going to be able to add fries to the menu.
I thought I was going to break down my my grammar school career today. Our Lady of Lords, that was a beast. No, just kidding.
I've heard the stories.
It's a dominant second half. That's 47-23 in the second half. So that's some big-time math right there. I just did.
14-4 in this fourth quarter, and Tyrese Martin trying to make it 16-4 as he shoots 2 free throws and makes the first. One more coming for Martin.
He's had some nice swagger in his ability to get into the paint in the second half.
11 minutes, looking for his 4th point. Made both free throws. 97-92, 8:35 remaining in the game. As Castle brings it across the midcourt stripe, guarded by Wilson. Vassell to Wembanyama. Clowney defending. There's a double team. The bounce goes to Vassell. Now feeds ahead for Harrison Barnes. Into the lane. The floater short. Tipped up, no good by Castle. Tipped up and through by Barnes.
Yeah. All right, not a big lineup out there, right? There's no Day'Ron Sharpe. There's no Claxton. You got Clowney and Porter on the front line. Everybody's got to get in and rebound.
The Nets by 3.
Showing his zone right now, so to disrupt the offensive rhythm of the Nets.
Clowney on top, straight away. Backs up behind the stripe. Now gives for Martin. Accelerating, fading, shooting, and off the rim, no good. and Champagny has the rebound. Spurs have it down 3.
How about that? They went zone defense.
Vassell, Fini Wembanyama inside, and he's hacked. Hacked from behind, stopping the clock with 7:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. The double team came, and the foul ends up being called on Dioman. He literally grabbed Wembanyama's arms, and here is the big man going to the line with 7:42 remaining, trying to make this a one-point game.
Well, you know, if you put Clowney at the 5, you really spread out your offense, right? And he shot the ball well here in the second half. First free throw missed by Victor Wembanyama. And it's been the other guys aside from Cam Thomas here in this fourth quarter, but Cam Thomas reemerges into this game. And remember, he's got 35.
So Thomas back on the floor for the Nets. And Wembanyama makes the second free throw after missing the first. 2-point game. Nets have the lead. And the turn that he's still remaining in this game. 7:35 in the fourth quarter. And the turnover. Sloppy one. Dioman threw a bad pass through it right away. And the Spurs have it back. And they drive to the other end with Harper hitting. And he was fouled. So that is a killer right there. Dioman with a pass. I think he would like that one back. He didn't really, as you would say, Capper didn't have a plan there.
Well, here's the thing. I think he was confused. Remember the previous possession? It was zone defense. I'm not sure he knew what the defense was. It didn't know the call. That confusion led to an errant pass, and this is the guy that dominated in the first half, Dylan Harper.
Now a three-point play for Dylan Harper. And so after the Nets had gone in front by 5, the Spurs have now scored the last 6, so they regain the lead.
Here's the zone defense again. It's been zone the last 3 possessions. It's really worked to the Spurs' advantage.
Man, Clowney, now Thomas. Bottled up, takes the shot anyway, in and out. Wembanyama goes over man to grab the rebound. Spurs have it back, leading by 1. Here's Harper. Oh, nice ball fake. And then he scoops it through and shakes his head in celebration after a pretty play to put the Spurs on top by 3, leading to a Brooklyn timeout. 6:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the Nets again playing from behind. It's a 3-point game. Spurs lead the Nets 100-97 on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Move and be moved in the Mazda CX-5. The smart choice from those who expect more from their drive. With standard iActive all-wheel drive and advanced safety features, the CX-5 gives you confidence in every condition. Its effortless handling and responsive performance set it apart from the crowd. Inside, you'll find thoughtful crafted design for comfort and connection. There's more to a Mazda. Lease the Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month. Visit your local Mazda dealer or MazdaUSA.com.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire for Michelin's Cross Climate tires, offering a design that delivers an exceptional level of long-lasting performance throughout the tire's lifespan. Plus, Town Fair gives you more free services than anywhere else. For the guaranteed lowest price and your best deal on Michelin Cross Climate tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. How long have I been talking about the Chef IQ Sense wireless thermometer? You know how much I love it, but check out what one of our listeners says. It's phenomenal. You want to make a brisket, you look at your phone, and your mouth starts watering when you've got 20 minutes left. Phenomenal. The Chef IQ Sense is the wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat. Whether cooking on a stovetop, oven, or grill, the app alerts you when everything's done. Order the newly released 3rd generation Chef IQ Sense now at chefiq.com.
Approved Oil has been the leading heating oil dealer in New York for over 92 years. Right now, rates are low. It's time to lock in for this upcoming winter.
Hey, this is Michael Porter Jr. You're listening to the Brooklyn Nets on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and the Brooklyn Nets app.
Out of the timeout, shot by the Nets. And Clowney was blocked, and so the Nets will inbound now from the far sideline. Nets are down by 3 with under 7 to go as Porter puts up a 3 as the shot clock was winding down. Rattled in, rattled out. Keldon Johnson has it for the Spurs, and they'll bring it to the front court.
Nets got to show some toughness, some poise right now.
Harper for Johnson. Looks to his left, hands it off for Barnes. Shoulder down. Barnes down the lane. The fake, now the fade, and the shot no good. Ball's loose in traffic. Grabbed by Harper. Keeps it alive for Wembanyama. A 3 is good as Dylan Harper off the hustle play kept it alive for Wembanyama, and he knocked down the 3.
He's so much more mature than an average rookie, man. It's amazing his strength. His zone defense, that's our 0-4. 0 for 4 against it right now. He's going to get a look.
Man for Wilson, three-pointer, good look, and he hits again. Jalen Wilson with his third 3 of this fourth quarter, and he brings the Nets back to within 3.
The ball got to the high post, right, and Terrence Mann was able to kick it out as the defense converged.
To the other end, Wembanyama down the lane, missed the scoop layup. And the Nets have it back with Mann. Giving for Thomas. Loops the pass into the corner. Porter Jr. 3 off the back rim. Wembanyama had the ball, then he was fouled. Loose ball fouls called on Brooklyn, called on Mann. Stops the clock with 5:26 remaining in this fourth quarter.
Spurs ball.
This has turned into a seesaw event. Nets down 26, surge back. Take a 5-point lead. Right now, it's the Spurs on top in a one-possession game. They're up by 3 with the ball. Wembanyama pump fakes the 3, takes the long 2, front rim, rebound fought for, and hustling Keldon Johnson comes away with it.
You got to know the scouting report on Keldon Johnson. Keep him off the offensive backboard.
Wembanyama into the lane. He pivots, he looks, he finds Barnes near sideline, three-pointer, rattles in, rattles out. Mann has the rebound. Nets down by 3, under 5 remaining in the game. Mann now facing the man-to-man.
Very good.
Spurs out of the zone. Here's Thomas. The switch, working on Vassell. Thomas gets it back after a quick pass. 2 to shoot, does just that, hoists it up, and he hits it. I don't know how. From the deep left corner with the shot clock winding down, Thomas hoisted it up, and he ties the game with a 3. Thomas now has 38, and we are all even with 4:15 to go. Harper driving, soaring, and scoring off the glass.
Boy, this rookie is not afraid of the moment. He has been outstanding, Derek Harper.
18 off the bench for Dylan Harper. He has a new season high. The number 2 pick in the draft, the rookie out of Rutgers, has been really a revelation today. Sensational. 105-103. Spurs by 2.
That's got to know it's his own again. They look confused.
Thomas at midcourt. Now he drives, and the runner off the back iron, no good. Rebound deflected. Grab by the Spurs, grab by Vassell. 2-point game, 3:44 remaining. Spurs have the lead. They have the ball to our right as Harper back passes to Vassell on top. Wembanyama 3, too long. Loose ball foul's going to be called underneath, and it's going to be called on the Nets.
Yeah, I think on Jalen Wilson because Keldon Johnson again was flying in for an offensive rebound. Trying to keep him off the glass.
And bonus time for the Spurs, so they go to the line for a pair of free throws with 3:35 remaining. Keldon Johnson, the wide body on the line, makes the first free throw. 6'6", 215-pounder on the line. A pair of free throws for him coming up, and makes the first, and one to come here with 3:35 remaining in what has turned into a tight game, and a game that in the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, appeared to be blowout city. 2 out of 2 for Johnson, 107-103. The Spurs have the 4-point lead with 3:25 remaining in regulation. Man bouncing for Thomas, 15-footer is good. 40 points for Cam Thomas, and the Nets are within 2 with 3:15 to go.
Up over Victor Wembanyama with a high arc, obviously.
10th 40-point game in Thomas's incredible Nets career. And now a sloppy turn, no, a foul. Boy, for a moment there, looked like Harper had thrown it away, but a Nets foul, a hold, is going to stop things with 3:03 to go in a 2-point game. They're going to get Claxton on the hold, holding Wembanyama.
No, not a whole lot. You got to see a replay, not a ton of contact right there.
So instead of a turnover on San Antonio, 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio.
Jordi Fernandez is shaking his head. Okay, clutch time right now, right? Great time to learn back. Wembanyama misses the first free throw.
So it remains a 2-point game with 3:03 to go.
Interesting to note, and Nets not playing with a pure point guard out there, right? The last minute. Terrence Mann and Cam Johnson. That's big, long, tall front line with Claxton, Clowney, and Porter.
Wembanyama made the second, made 1 out of 2. 3-point game, 108-105 San Antonio, under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Mann has the ball, works to his right, now to the middle of the floor, pops up a jumper and hits. Terrence Mann delivers the jumper to make it a 1-point game.
Looking good at the point guard position.
108-107, 2:40 remaining. Castle motions for Johnson. He gets it, gives for Wembanyama. Now bounces inside for Johnson. The fake, the reverse is good. Keldon Johnson lays it in. Spurs by 3.
Now Wembanyama got double team and creates openings.
2:20 to go. Nets down 3 with the ball. And the black uniforms to our left. Claxton on top, hands it off for Thomas, who has 40 in this game. Thomas angled left. Jumps, he passes for Mann, splits defenders, kicks out for Thomas, open for a 3, off of the mark. And the rebound squirts out into the hands of Mann, gets for Thomas again the 3. This time, again, no good. And Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And here come the Spurs. Vassell kicking it out into the corner for Harper. Spurs by 3, 1:45 remaining. Vassell with 10 to shoot, curls toward midcourt, he's deep. Has it on the left, gives for Wembanyama, draws a double team, and he's immediately hammered, stopping the clock with 1:37, and he'll get free throws in a 3-point game.
4.4 on the clock, right? He was going away from the basket. You got to be smarter than that if you're Noah Clowney.
Yeah, there was 4 seconds on the shot clock. 4.4 as Capper pointed out, and Wembanyama, they were aggressive with him in the double team, but it cost them. Clowney the foul, and here's Wembanyama, who made 1 out of 2 in his previous trip. 80% career free throw shooter. He is 8 for 12 from the line today, and the first is up, and it is no good. The door remains open for the Nets. A lot of time, 1:37 remaining, Capper. And Wembanyama will step to the free throw line after the timeout. Stoppage play here for the Nets. Call for a timeout. 1:37 to go, 110-107. The Spurs lead the Nets, and Wembanyama will try and make it a 2-possession game, but this one is headed right toward the wire at the finish here.
Exactly, and Nets certainly want to talk about it. They have 1 timeout remaining. The Spurs have 2 timeouts. Nets are in the bonus. The Spurs with a foul to give. And right now, Jordi Fernandez trying to guide his team to get some control. The zone defense, and that's got to be wary of that. That gave the Spurs a little bit of a boost here in the 4th quarter. You got to identify what you're looking at. I just think it's interesting to note that, the adjustment of having Terrence Mann really play the point guard position the last few minutes. You want to give these rookies some experience and a lot of experience, and they get that. Jordi Fernandez wants to win games. He's going to go with whoever he thinks is going to help him win a game. And the man has done a solid job, and he's made some good setups. And that's got a big front line also.
Nets were down 25 to the Cavs on Friday.
Yeah.
Rallied, got as close as 1, and then couldn't finish. Today they were down 26 in the third quarter against the Spurs. Rallied to take as much as a 5-point lead here in the fourth quarter. But now the Spurs with a 3-point lead, maybe 4 if Wembanyama can make the second free throw after missing the first. 1:37 to go, 110-107 as Wembanyama sets, shoots, and hits it. So it is a 4-point San Antonio lead. 1:35 remaining from Frostbank Center in San Antonio.
Man-to-man, back to man-to-man defense for the Spurs after the timeout.
Man at the point guard position. Feeds it on top for Claxton.
Trying to get to Cam Thomas.
And he gives it to Thomas. He jumps, passes, gives from man to 3. No good. And the rebound belongs to Keldon Johnson, and the Spurs have it. Here's Castle across midcourt. 1:14 remaining. Spurs have the 4-point lead. Nets set up defensively with Castle being guarded by Clowney. Castle puts on the floor, drives hard, puts it up on the run, hits the shot. A big make there for Castle. He gives the Spurs the 6-point lead. Now a steal by Vassell, and he drives in for the two-handed dunk with 55 seconds to go, and that might turn the lights out on the Nets. They now trail at 115-107.
Yeah, a little carelessness with the basketball leads to a turnover right after Stefan Castle makes a difficult physical finish in the paint. Wow, that changed quickly right there. 4-point game turns into a 7 real quick.
That was really as quick a turn of events as you could have asked for.
Out of a timeout, right? You're coming out of a timeout. You want to be organized. You struggle with scoring the ball. Castle goes right down to paint, makes the play, and then you're in the ensuing time you're bringing the ball up the floor. You're careless with it and lose it. And Vassell able to steal it and slam it.
Turnover was charged to Cam Thomas. Costly one as the Nets now find themselves down by 8 with 55 and 8/10 seconds remaining. But many watching and listening to this game counted the Nets out once already when they were down by 26 in the third quarter. So don't count them out just yet, but they just called their last timeout. And they may be out of tricks in this one today. But we'll find out, and we'll see if they have one out of the ordinary comeback still left in them.
Well, certainly Cam Thomas has got to be a focal point, and get him the ball. He's got 40 already. See if the Spurs double team him. That might free somebody else up.
Man will inbound in the near court. Gives it for Thomas. Thomas veering to his right, and he is fouled. Well, that helps.
Had one to give.
Had one to give, and that was close. They gave it, and they had one to give, but Thomas was just about ready to get into the motion. But it is the one to give, and now the Nets inbound. Almost throw it away as Porter Jr. takes the pass and the jumper. No good from the baseline, and Wembanyama corrals the rebound. 40 seconds remaining. And the pass goes to Keldon Johnson down low, and he gives it for Wembanyama, who's all alone for the one-handed dunk, and that will put this one away. With 35 seconds to go, the Spurs now lead it by 10, 117-107, and Wembanyama has 30. Miss at the other end by the Nets, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Brooklyn. Clowney missed a three-pointer, and the deflection off of Brooklyn. So now they're finally exhaling inside Frostbank Center because the Spurs have the 10-point lead. The time is winding down. 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock. So the Spurs can just spread the floor out and they can play catch. Home opener for San Antonio. And the Spurs are going to celebrate a win here in their home opener. stoppage of play comes here with just a few seconds left. 3 and 2/10 seconds remaining.
Jordi Fernandez is fired up. He is fired up. He's giving a tee.
Yeah,
the last, there's been a number of things, but Clowney went for a foul on Wembanyama, and then he ended up dying. He didn't get the call, and he fell down, and now Wembanyama is on the front, on the free throw line shooting a technical.
Jordi Fernandez and Mitch Johnson exchange a hug. Fernandez, as we get a look at the replay, was incensed over the fact that Clowney got knocked over by Wembanyama, and they let him play on.
And he ends up with a dunk by Wembanyama.
And that's how the game will end, as the Spurs made that technical free throw, and that makes it the final score of 118 to 107. So the Nets, down by as much as 26 points in the third quarter, surge back, take a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter, but then San Antonio managed to bounce back, and they survive. In fact, they end up going on a 10-0 run to end this game, and they win it by the final of 118 to 107. So the Nets remain winless on the season, 0-3 to start the year. The Spurs win their home opener. They improve to 3-0. Cam Thomas, 40 points in the loss. Victor Wembanyama had 31 in the win to go along with 14 rebounds. 118 to 107. The Spurs win it. They beat the Nets on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Nets fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching your Nets in person. And all that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Nets and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you in the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Net stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Nets. See you courtside, Brooklyn.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand, urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center. The Brooklyn Nets and 11 Sports Media have teamed up to launch the Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partner Program, giving New York businesses the chance to collaborate with one of basketball's most iconic teams. From game day branding at Barclays Center to high-impact social media and exclusive networking experiences, this is your shot to shine. Secure your spot for the upcoming season now. Type Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners into your search engine or find it on BrooklynNets.com. That's Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners.
Well, when the score was 81-55 in the third quarter, the Nets were down 26. A lot of people wrote the Nets off. That would have been a mistake because not only did they come back in this game, they came back to take as much as a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter. And this game was tied at 103 midway through the fourth. But the Spurs survive, and they end up winning their home opener by scoring the last 10 points of the game. 118-107 was the final. Victor Wembanyama scored 31 points to lead San Antonio, and Cam Thomas had his 10th 40-point game of his career in the loss. Tough loss for the Nets. Big comeback, but not a win to show for it. They're 0-3 on the season. And the Spurs improved to 3-0 following a home opening win. Coming up next is the Brooklyn Nets postgame show. You'll hear from Jordy Fernandez. We'll check the postgame stats, look at the out-of-town scores or the out-of-town scoreboard to come still on this Sunday evening. And as always, Tim Capstraw will take your comments on X at BK Nets Radio. Brooklyn Nets postgame show follows this time out on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Brooklyn Nets basketball has been presented by Barclays Bank, powering possible, and brought to you by Ticketmaster and by All-in-One, official medical billing services partner of Barclays Center and the Brooklyn Nets. Stay tuned for the Brooklyn Nets postgame show coming up next.
This Halloween season, the deals at Route 22 Toyota are wicked good. Treat yourself to hundreds of new in-stock Toyotas like the sporty Corolla and stylish RAV4, both drastically reduced. Qualified buyers can save more with leases as low as $199 a month or 1.75% financing for up to 72 months on select new Toyota models. Visit Route22Toyota.com for all the details. But hurry, as these wicked good deals disappear soon. So fly over to Route 22 Toyota in Hillside, New Jersey and drive home in a brand new Toyota before they vanish.
London Jewelers presents their annual watch fair at the Americana Manhasset Friday, October 24th through Sunday, October 26th from noon to 5 p.m. Experience the latest collections of distinctive timepieces from the world's most prestigious watch brands. From selection to service, London Jewelers is a trusted, authorized retailer for the world's finest watch brands. Come to the London Jewelers annual watch fair at the Americana Manhasset Friday, October 24th through Sunday, October 26th. London Jewelers since 1926.
Your gut does more than just digest. It drives your energy, mood, and immunity. At Terra Origin, we blend ancient Ayurvedic wisdom with cutting-edge science to support your gut and whole body wellness. Since 2016, Healthy Gut is crafted with safe, powerful herbs, probiotics, and nutrients, rooted in tradition, proven by science. Feel better from the inside out. Terra Origin, ancient insight, modern wellness. Available at TerraOrigin.com and select retailers.
Hey, this is Tiki Barber. Those of us living in New Jersey got hit with a 20% electric rate increase. If your current heating system is over 15 years old, it's time for a new high-efficiency Carrier system. And there's only one company to call for a new one. My friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts for over 38 years. Older heating systems waste gas. So get your system checked now and save money with Edison Heating and Cooling. Contact them now at EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
It's time for the Brooklyn Nets postgame show. Here's Bob Usler and Tim Capstraw.
Welcome back to Nets basketball on the Fan. Following a tough loss for the Nets, they are beaten in San Antonio by the Spurs, 118-107. This is the Brooklyn Nets postgame show, along with Tim Capstraw and Bob Usler sitting in for Chris Carino. We're going to be hearing from Jordy Fernandez following this Nets loss. Capper, and be interested in seeing what his take is on this game after a similar script to Friday night. The Nets fall behind by 25 on Friday night against Cleveland at home. Almost pulled that one out. Here they fall behind by 26 in the third quarter and actually take a 5-point lead in the fourth. But you made a point of it during the broadcast. A nice tactical decision there by Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson to go zone. Yeah, and with the Nets up 5, the zone started to create some problems. The Nets offense bogged down, and it resulted in what turned into a 9-0 run for the Spurs, and that flipped the script once again. And the Nets never really recovered from that.
Yeah, well, that was a smart move. Nets didn't see the zone all game long. And, you play it in the NBA most often because, you're just not getting it done in the man-to-man. And the other team is in a great rhythm. Well, what that zone did was disrupt the rhythm. The Nets turned it over. They missed shots. They just weren't comfortable for about 4 or 5 possessions. They finally made a few plays here and there, but it did change a little bit of the momentum and the feel of the game at about the 8.5-minute mark of that fourth quarter when the Nets were up 5. And that contributed to that. But, I'm just kind of watching at the end of the game Jordy Fernandez. He's in game 3 of 82. He is fired up. If you talk about a group of guys that better not let down their coach, because he is ready to work hard and be in every single game. We're going to listen to him right now.
Jordi Fernandez on the press table, getting ready to talk to the reporters, answer some questions following this Nets loss in San Antonio, 118-107. Still having some audio trouble here with Jordi Fernandez as he looks at the box score, Capper, and see if we can get Jordi patched up here eventually. But he's talking about this loss, looking at the numbers, and some of the numbers in this game are easy to...
Let's be honest. That was an amazing comeback. Bob, that was as impressive a comeback. We've just seen this two games in a row that I'm sure the opposing NBA coaches, and they're playing the NBA guy, they're playing the Nets, are going to say, if we get up big, do not relax. These guys will come back and fight and fight and fight, and that's what they did again in the game this afternoon. It could have easily been, it felt like pure dominance by the San Antonio Spurs in the third quarter. How did the Nets react? They kept battling. They stayed in it. They finally got threes to go down. Their defense improved. Different guys stepped up off the bench. A guy stepped in. Cam Thomas was amazing in what he can do to get you there. But then the bench came in knocking down shots also. And, again, I just think that teams around the NBA are going to know, listen, don't get comfortable. They are playing to win. Jordi Fernandez was playing to win. You're saying to yourself, well, they're a group. They're going to play their younger guys. They're going to evaluate. There was no young 19-year-old point guard playing at the end of the game. It was Terrence Mann. It was Cam Thomas in the backcourt. They had different guys out there. And that's who was initiating offense down the stretch of this one. Once they got up 5 in the fourth quarter, you weren't ever feeling that good. This is a very good Spurs team. You got Victor Wembanyama. Dylan Harper was just really special all game long. And, they found ways. But that tactical move of adjusting to the zone defense in the midway through that fourth quarter, I think was a smart move, a very smart move by the San Antonio Spurs, and impacted the game.
We'll apologize for the fact that because of audio technical difficulties in the press room in San Antonio, can't hear Jordi. I'd be curious to find out what he thought about Cam Thomas's performance in light of the injuries. He came into this game with a broken nose sustained on Friday night in that home loss to Cleveland, refused to wear the mask. And then late in the first half, left the game with blood streaming down his face. Had to get stitched up. Came out with a bandage on his left eyebrow. He literally shed blood. Had a broken nose. Went out there, scores 40.
That's great.
Was the scoring engine as far as this comeback was concerned. But a lot of other things went right during the comeback, Capper. The three started going down for the Nets. They were shooting it at an abysmally bad rate early in the game. Ended up knocking down 16 of 50, which isn't exactly, it's not going to light you on fire. But they hit, according to my count, which is unofficial, 9 of those threes in the second half and made 5 of them in the fourth quarter. That was important because, as we had discussed during the broadcast, when you're in the Nets and you're on the road, the three-point shot will be the equalizer, and it almost got the job done today.
Especially when the 7'4" defensive player of the year is in the paint. You want to get to the paint and then get it out and hopefully convert some three-point shots. Took a while for the Nets to get that part of their game going, but they caught fire in the second half. It was a big part of their comeback. Different guys stepped up. It was Cam Thomas who kept them in the game, and then other guys were able to step up. Even Tyrese Martin getting into the paint. Jalen Wilson shooting the ball. Clowney knocking down some threes. The Nets bench started making plays when Cam Thomas had to sit out. So it was a good effort. But just looking at Jordi Fernandez, I don't think he's not going to be. And I know this is a different type of season, and it's about development, evaluation, all these things. He's out there competing. He wants W's. He was going for that win. Felt like he had a chance for it. with the Brooklyn Nets and was very disappointed. You can tell at the end of the game, gets a technical. He was fired up. He wants to feel like he's going to give his team a chance and have a chance out there in these games.
When we come back, we're going to take a look at some of those numbers. We'll also look ahead to see what is up next for the Brooklyn Nets. And Capper is taking your comments on X at BK Nets Radio. Nets lose to the Spurs 118-107. Back with more on the postgame show following this on the Fan Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a $2 minimum purchase when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer valid limited time only through NetSeason or participating McDonald's. Valid the day after the Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
The Brooklyn Nets and 11 Sports Media have teamed up to launch the Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partner Program, giving New York businesses the chance to collaborate with one of basketball's most iconic teams. From game day branding at Barclays Center to high-impact social media and exclusive networking experiences, this is your shot to shine. Secure your spot for the upcoming season now. Type Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners into your search engine or find it on BrooklynNets.com. That's Brooklyn Nets Small Business Partners. Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. DocGo On Demand, urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by DocGo, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center.
Barnes down the lane, the fake, down the fade, and the shot no good. Ball's loose in traffic, grabbed by Harper, keeps it alive for Wembanyama. A three is good as Dylan Harper off the hustle play kept it alive for Wembanyama, and he knocked down the three. That made it 103-97 at the time. The Nets had been up 97-92. That Wembanyama three puts the Spurs up by 6. The Nets came back, would eventually tie the game on back-to-back threes from Jalen Wilson and Cam Thomas, but that would be their final comeback act of this afternoon as they eventually fall by the final of 118-107. Capper, as always, fielding some comments from our friends on X at BK Nets Radio.
Yeah, Dr. Spencer Schwartz, one of our all-time favorites. Jordy ball at its best. Despite not securing the win, I appreciate the effort, determination, and the 40 points from Cam with those injuries. That was impressive. What are your thoughts on number 2 pick from Rutgers, Dylan Harper? I was blown away by him. I thought he was great. I thought he was really, his first half, he was the best player on the floor. He is just terrific. He's got a great presence about him, a toughness, a physicality. He's a winner. Let's say that's a great, great get. 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and he's a plus 33 during the game in a close game. He was really, really special. Speed Demon, our resident poet, battle the Alamo camp cooking with Pico de Gallo. This is going to work me.
He spent some time.
Versatile veterinarians doctoring up a clinic, taping up their paws. That's right. Ball sharing. Confused the big dog helpers. Capitalized on the space gapping and with better ball handling. Till the 4th game. Brooklyn together. Man, he works me out. I'm sure it was much better than the way I read it. But, keep it coming. You're beautiful. But listen, great effort by the Nets, coming back again. They have belief, and then they also have to know, okay, the game gets a little different the last 5 minutes in the NBA.
Yep.
Different game, right? You got to be able to execute. You got to be able to defend. You got to understand, where you're going to go with the basketball. It's closing time. It's crunch time. Nets got a little stagnant, and that's what you're learning. It's baby steps. You want to learn from things and get better every game out. Hopefully the Nets get the turnaround right tomorrow in Houston with the Texas two-step. Get themselves into Houston and give themselves a chance against a really talented Rockets team.
5 players in double figures for San Antonio, led by Victor Wembanyama. He had 31, a double-double for him, 31 points, 14 rebounds. Devin Vassell, 16. Stephon Castle, the reigning Rookie of the Year, he had 13. Dylan Harper, we've been singing his praises throughout the entire broadcast. 20 points for Harper, a plus 33 in the plus-minus column. He had 20 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 8 assists. Keldon Johnson was strong off the bench with 19. Overall, a good bench performance by the Spurs. They had 41 bench points. 34 bench points for the Nets, who were led by Cam Thomas, his 10th career 40-point game. 40 points on 11 for 25 from the field, 5 made threes. He was 13 for 13 from the free throw line. Michael Porter Jr. had 16. Nick Claxton had 10. Those were the 3 players in double figures for the Nets. They had 34 bench points, led by Noah Clowney's 7. And Jalen Wilson, a spark for the Nets in the fourth quarter when he nailed 3 3-pointers. But the Nets fall short by 9, 118 to 107 is your final. Still to come, we'll look at the upcoming schedule. And we will also get some final comments from the capper following this loss for the Nets in San Antonio. Now 0-3 on the season. The Spurs a perfect 3-0. 118-107 the final on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the Brooklyn Nets app.
Rock and roll will never die, and neither